Hi everyone, welcome back. Yeah, looks like we're good. Okay, so we're back on Inja templating. This is okay. We're back working on Inja templating. So for the OBS URL source, and it looks like this is actually fine. Oh man, that's gonna annoy. It's gonna be annoying. All right, looks like I was able to resolve all the building issues, but there's a few things left to do with Inja that have not yet finally resolved. One of the issues here is about array templating. Um, so that's interesting, something to look at and resolve. Since we have Inja in place, I mean, it has much more powerful ways of templating instead of these outputs, which is just a temporary fix kind of. Yeah, there's one thing I want to try. The other thing, um, that I want to try with Inja, or actually implement, is the text input. Let's get OBS. Let's get OBS working. All right, so right now the output template is just a line input, and it should really be kind of like a text area input if you want to do more elaborate templates with Inja, like with loops and other kind of expressions. So we need to take care of that. What does this want? The audio. I don't even know what this means. What does it want? The audio stream bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. So there's like no audio. I'm sorry, I'm such a complete noob when it comes to streaming. I have no idea what I'm doing. It seems like it's working fine in Streamlabs. Okay. I don't even know what this means. The audio bitrate. I don't know. People on the stream, I'm just gonna have to say at some point someone joins to tell me if there's audio or not, because I have no idea. Okay, so there's a couple things I wanted to try with Inja templating, and just playing around with it a little bit also would be fun. Okay. Let me just try to see 1 second. I'm troubled by this audio input thing. I need to come back to the stream in a moment. I don't know if I'll click end stream, what will happen? So I'm gonna actually end the stream. Okay. So I think I'm back on. I don't know. Maybe. Well, anyway. All right, so what do we have here? If the template is a string, no, that's fine. I need the properties. So the text, really what I need is not a text as much as it's a multi-line text. So that should take care of that. The default here should now adhere to the Inja stuff. The other part, it's in the request builder. Maybe I should have built this up with the Qt creator instead of all this verbosity here. This one should also say input in double curlies because that's what Inja is expecting, both the input and the output. Okay. All right, let's build this out. The curl fetch first. What I need to do is move over to my branch. All right, so it's stash. Pop the stash. Okay. Let's just see that we are on point here. Yeah, that's fine. Linux build. Yep, that's what we got. So just go ahead and build. I have to shut down OBS. This is taking more time than usual. All right, we got ourselves a problem here. Oh no. This is totally different. Okay. This match I would iterate at debug level and then runtime library and dynamic debug. Okay, that's my, yeah. I'm thinking is that we had a kind of a clash here with stuff. Let's clean and rebuild. I think there's some leftovers from when I was trying to build the libcurl thing. All right, this is not going away. Let's try to just zap the build directory. That always helps. Okay. See, I have a viewer. If you want to say something in the chat, that'll be appreciated. Yeah, I have a problem with the audio again. It makes no sense. Current audio is lower than recommended. Open widget. What does that mean? What does this mean? How do I know if I have the right audio? The audio is actually going. Excellent connection. I have no idea. All right, so we may also want to try the lib curl because it's really annoying to have to build lib curl every time from scratch. But let's get the Inja thing working and then we'll take a look there. Okay. All right, finally we're back. All right. Let's get OBS open and see what's going on. Very cool. All right, so now we have a multi-line one, which is very nice. All right, so this is actually HTML. So some things like that could work, you know, with HTML or that sort of stuff. Yep, but now Inja seems to be Seems to be working, which is cool since Inja is quite capable. Do we have Inja? Got a bunch of things going for it. All kinds of ways of templating and that sort of stuff. Right, so we did have the other thing, right? We had like, we could do strf time, be like y. strf time. Huh. Not working. Have a look. Let me have a look. Where is, so we got strf time. Oh, that's just the input and not the output. Okay. Not a problem. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do is, instead of just output, is to allow access to the full JSON object as it's parsed, or as it comes out of here. Here it just comes out as text. It just comes out as text. That's fine, but there's other stuff in here like back length and so on. So we may want to just offer that as a way as a way to work with the output of this request. You can basically access more of these things in here. And I have like other one. This is a pretty simple one, but I have this one, for example, where the output is like really complicated, with a lot of arrays and sub arrays of things, and Inja can access some of these things to pick them up, instead of just doing like a JSON path. We could just get Inja the access to this. I don't really know exactly how to do this, but it's something that's worthwhile. I think would allow for a lot more complicated or complex templating on the output, if all of this was available for Inja, and it would be able to pick these things out. So let's see. First, like Inja can get in like a JSON data. Then it can do some simple things like this dot that. Variable is found, but I'm not sure about giving it like a really, really, really complex sort of thing. So you can do dot one, we'll get like the next one. Variables rendered within the expressions, but they don't really say exactly what's this grammar for picking up. Is it like JSON path? There's a few different things that this could do, and so I wonder what we should do here. I have body parts parsed, which is kind of like the parsing part. Yeah, let's see here, response. Let's have a look in response. Because I believe the response had, yeah, all of this stuff I need to get rid of. It's no longer needed. The response. Okay, so I have essentially body parts parsed. Okay. So within this stuff, parse JSON. Let's go to like JSON path. There's JSON. It just goes on body parts parsed and puts JSON as a string. Yeah. Well, one thing we could do is just add body. Let me see. What do we have in XML? This is XPath. This is XQuery. Can we transform it to a JSON as well? No, maybe we can't. Maybe we can't. Well, what I'm thinking is that if we just add just a JSON in here. So we have body and then body JSON. And then in the JSON parsers, this would work. And then that would be that. Response body JSON would just be JSON. So instead of not going to parse anything, it's just going to set the body to the JSON just straight up like that. That's it. Just going to get the JSON. Let's see here. JSON. Same deal, JSON pointer. Just set up body JSON. That. And now on the output, so this should probably be here. On the Inja templating, on the output Inja templating, which is here. Nope, I lost it. One sec. It's not here. This is where we are. In that Ninja to render the template. So this is where we get data. This is the input to Inja. So we can also add in data just the JSON. Let's say body JSON. We'll just call it JSON. Or we'll just call it body, I think. Right, so not the parsed parts, but just the whole body will be available to Inja. And if this is available, then we could do all kinds of interesting things. Oops. Yeah. I need to include. To include the JSON. Yeah, so now I think that the problem is that for JSON, right? So we got JSON cons doing this for JSON path, but this one is from Naloman, so they don't match. And then this thing is saying, all right, I can't assign this in there, which is reasonably understood. So JSON cons, let's see, okay. Okay. No, I just want JSON cons. Okay. And it doesn't even okay. One thing we could do is dump and parse. I could dump or really what I could do that would be dangerous maybe, but this one, instead of doing that, parse the body, I could just don't mind JSON parse the body and do it like that in these two. But then we may run into parsing problems in there. So we kind of need to, and I don't know how this whole thing is going to play together. So we're going to have to add these guys in, catch those errors potentially. Because we're going to be parsing it twice. That is unfortunate, but well, let's see. Okay, build is done. Let's have a look if we can use it in Inja. All right, so we got this one, and we got these outputs here, fine. But what if I go to body? The body should be available. Expected close got EOF. I don't know what that means. So let's do like body.info.id. Yeah, so body.info definitely worked. Right, you're getting that. Info.id gets the thing. Now let's see if Inja can do. All right, we can actually do like +1. And that totally works. Let's see some of the nicer Inja things like looping. Something like this. Loops, index is first is last. That's interesting. So let's do something like this. For, actually I have no idea how this looks. Yeah, so we have like 4 like teams, and each team has an ID. Nope. So for team in body teams, be like team ID. Should look at that. Would you look at that? Now you get this thing. So cool. So cool. This is so powerful. Nice. All right, I'm gonna leave it at this. I think this is cool. This is good for now. We can work with this. Inja is so powerful. So you get like output. You could do all kinds of parsing for your outputs, but really you can just use Inja to you get all this, awesome stuff. They have if. They have like variables. You can put includes, right? They have variables. There's all kinds of functions you could use. A few functions. Things like ranges. Look at that. That's so cool. That is so cool. This is exactly what we needed for OBS Source. All right. I mean, this is looking good. I'm loving this. I'm liking this. This is really nice. I'm gonna ship this as is, and we'll call it a day, and just bring that in. I think this is so powerful. It's gonna upgrade URL Source by so much, and let's see what the community says. Okay. Add body to Inja and multi-line, something like that. Let's bring that up and just, yeah, Inja is like so powerful. I'm so glad I found it. This one is that guy. And now this one is cranking. All right. This is pretty cool. I think this is gonna be it. I think this is gonna be it for Inja templating. Just gonna bring that in and release version 0.2. for URL source and really just blow away all of these guys, and allow for like a much nicer, much more powerful API, URL API slash templating engine for OBS. I think that's like that's a nice contribution. All right, so thanks everybody for watching. If you get to watch this ever, and I will see you all on the next